And we are live. Good morning. How is everybody? I know you thought I wasn't going to show up today. It's a little late for me, but I did not want to wake up. I mean, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. Don't get me wrong, but I was sitting on my couch, chilling. I told my husband, okay, I have got to have coffee this morning before I go live. Usually when I come live with you guys, I haven't had coffee yet. But today I'm tired. So let's see. What's the weather like? Oh, 43 here in Kingsburg, California. And it's foggy. It is a foggy day. What's the weather like where you are? Since I'm coming so late, I know I'm going to have to do this probably faster than normal. Who knows? You know me. I might start talking about something and then I go on and on. But I have kind of a unspoken internal limit of 10 minutes. Hey, Dawn. Good morning, my friend. I'm so excited you made it. I am super duper late today, but thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Thursday, February 4th. Doing what you love is the cornerstone of having abundance in your life. This is so true. 52 and cloudy. It's 40, what did I say? 43 and foggy. But yes, love doing what you love. So, you've heard the saying, do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, it's true. And all you have to do, seriously, is really think about that. So what is your destiny? What's on your heart? What are your gifts? Find something that will fulfill all of those. Sometimes you have to do your day job gig while you do something else. But if you love that something else, just keep pressing on, because the day will come when that can be your full-time income. Period. It's true. It's true. It's true. I know that years ago, many, many years ago, I was in the banking field. Life is too short to be miserable, my friend. This is what I say. If you're in a job that you just cannot stand, the price is too high. That's what I've been saying. The price is too high when it gets to the point where you hate to go to your job. It's too high. So no matter how much money you make, if you're miserable all the time, it affects everything in your entire life. It just does. Years and years ago, I was in the banking field, and I started in banking in, I want to say 1980. No, it was before then. I'm sorry, 1978. Because that was the year my son was born, and it was so funny. Things have changed so much, but at the time, you didn't need ID or any of that to work at the bank. It's very strange. I think they fingerprinted you, but I didn't have a record, but I was 16. I lied and said I was 18. That's terrible. But I had to work. I was 16. I had my son and I had to work. So, I had worked other jobs. It's not like I'd never worked before, but I needed a full-time job that supported myself and my son. I was not somebody that was going to live off the quote unquote system. So, I got a job and started working in banking in 1978. So fast forward to the 90s. So I'd been in banking, I want to say about 13 years when I got into the mortgage business. And now that's been, 30 some years ago now? But each and every step of the way, I pursued whatever was the passion on my heart. People thought I was crazy. People always think I'm nuts, Sometimes I do the thing that is not the popular thing. Even in school, I was never the girl that followed the trends. Like, if I like something, then I would do it, right? I remember Ditto jeans. Velma Solis had a shop in Palm Desert, and she sold these ditto jeans, and I love those. Now, that was a trend that I did like, so I did wear them, but if there was a trend out there and something that I didn't like, I did not care what anybody else thought. I really, really learned at a young age to live my own true authenticity, and, whatever my heart led me to, that's what I did. When I was 11, I was racing motocross because that's what I wanted to do. So I did it, and I had a mother who supported me in everything I wanted. So she bought me a motorcycle. I had found this lady who, so funny, I was at a motocross race, and here's this lady who's racing, and I went up to her campsite and said, or not campsite, but her, where she was, her little ground. I don't even know. I keep wanting to call it campground, but where she was at. And I told her, I want to learn how to do what you do. Motorcycle mama. Yeah, just dirt bikes, anything like that, Dawn. Yeah, I raced motocross at age 11. Anyway, so I go up to her. Her name was Marquita. And I went up to her. She was from Louisiana. Marquita sounds almost Hispanic, but she wasn't Hispanic. And I went up to her and said, I want to learn how to do what you do. She goes, okay. She was just that kind of Southern gal, and she was tough, let me tell you what. But so we went out off, at this race. I mean, she took me right then and there that day, and we went off to a side road. It was at the Salton Sea. And we went off to a side road, and she goes, okay, I'm going to be right behind you. And I'm like, okay. And I take off, and I stop, and I look, and she's way back there. And I'm like, okay, so she told me she's going to be right behind me. So I go back to her, and she goes, well, I didn't know you were going to take off. So she thought that I was going to be this young kid that I need training wheels or something. So it was so fun. We had so many years of fun with that. I have a fear of heights, so I could never race now because those people fly in the air. I am not interested in flying in the air. Anyway, here's my point. I learned at a very young age to live from my heart, do whatever my heart was telling me to do, and I feel like I have had quite a fulfilling life. I'm not done, not by a long shot. I have followed my heart in many endeavors, and now it's the final season of my life, I like to call it. Sounds morbid, but it's really not. I just have a lot to accomplish in this last season of my life, and it involves my foundation, Clifford's House. And there's so much that is going into that. And, there are many people that know me personally and have known me for years, and they know that this vision started well over 10 years ago. So, some may say, why does she keep saying that? She's not going to do that. She keeps saying these things, but we never see anything. Well, here's the deal. First of all, it's not about me. This vision was placed on my heart. I lost my son to suicide, and so that's where my passion comes from. Because, listen, I firmly believe that my son was sacrificed so others could be healed and, come out of all that. And so you have to have a deep passion to stick with something that doesn't materialize quickly. It's something that you're constantly working towards. And I've always been, my girlfriend says, oh, you're the one that says all the stars and moons have to align for you to do something or feel that it's the right thing. But it is the truth, I know that there are so many things that are going into this foundation. And what I originally had thought, I thought I would probably be the person to put it in place, but not necessarily be, the one directing it and all that. Things have changed. The good Lord above has shown me that I am going to be a much more hands-on, have much more involvement on a day-to-day basis than I ever could have imagined. And many of these things that have been revealed to me have been this past year in 2020. So while we've been in a pandemic, yes, so many things have been revealed to me. And gosh, it's been right about a year ago now, in this month, in February. Last year, the light switch went off for me, and I just decided I'm going to get healthy, period. And I didn't know what that meant exactly. I just knew that, it just a switch went off. Have you ever had that happen in your life where something just transpired? All of a sudden it's like, boom, this is it. And no wavering, no, it wasn't a spur of the moment thing where, I'm passionate about it today and it loses steam. No, this is ingrained in me deep, guys. It just was, I'm getting healthy. So, I have a problem with absorbing vitamin D anyway. And then I was working remote, at least before I went to the office at least 1 or 2 days a week. So I got out of the house. Well, I wasn't getting out of the house at all. So then I'm like, okay, vitamin D is really down. I was, experiencing some issues. And so I planted a garden, got out in the sun every day. That helped, plus some supplements. But now I can't even imagine not having my garden. Guys, you have no idea what joy it brings me. Plus, I wanted a garden because I knew that the source of produce or just our food source in general, the nutrients have gone way down. It becomes commercial and it's all about the bottom dollar, not about the nutrition. And so I wanted to grow my own food. So I started doing that, and it's so miraculous. And it really makes you stop and take a deep breath and understand the full cycle of nature. And there's nothing like that. There is nothing like that when you come to that realization of growth, life, nature, growth, sustaining your body. My husband, he's crazy. He says, I'm so tired all the time. I don't know what's wrong with me. He wants to find something medically wrong with him when his diet consumes of chips. Like, seriously, guys, potato chips and bean burritos. I told him the other day, I said, you're a smart man. Come on. You can't tell me that you feel like you're getting the nutrients. Well, he says, I take my vitamins. He takes a gummy bear vitamin every day. Well, I'm glad he does that, but still, that's not enough. We need much more, sustenance in our life. But anyway, sorry, I went out on a tangent, but here's the thing. Do what you love, and abundance will absolutely follow. All right. And that's all I'm sharing with you today is what I've done. And, that's it. The Lord has placed, these spiritual gifts within me. He has given me the gift from a very young age of living out the true desires of my heart. I tell people all the time, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I am. Working for corporate America it's not easy for me. It's just not who I am. I know corporate America is very much about their bottom line. It's not about me. Not that I need something to be about me, but I do feel that there comes a time when there's bigger things out there to fulfill. So anyway, that's it, guys. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry I did actually go long. I didn't mean to go long. I thought it was going to be short today. See how that works? Dawn, 2 more seasons, huh? Well, you'll have to share that with me. I don't know. Seasons can be long, my friend. I'm hoping that it's a great, long, prosperous, abundant season. I've had the total opposite, let me tell you, as we all have. All right. Peace. I love you. See you guys tomorrow. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Friday. We got the Friday dance. I got to figure one out. I'm not a dancer, but I love music. I'm a passionate person, so I just do it. My poor little sister, when she was younger and I was an adult, we're 9.5 years apart in age. I used to dance when her friends would come over. It used to just embarrass the heck out of her. All right, peace. I got to go. I love you. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.